Welcome to this tutorial on how to create stunning email campaigns in Klaviyo. This is a step-by-step guide, so let's dive right in. Alright guys, so Klaviyo is a great resource for creating email campaigns, getting stuff out there to your customers, and engaging them via email. So in Klaviyo, you can sign up for free. You can try the products, you can see what you like, see if it works for you. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to sign up. So we just want to click Try Klaviyo today. And as with most things that you sign up to, it'll ask you a bunch of questions such as your name, a password, your company. So let's just put all that information in there and then click Create Account. Okay, then it'll ask you what your primary business platform is. If you're using Shopify, if you're using Salesforce or Wix, you can sign up with those. They integrate really well. But for today, let's just go from scratch that we don't use any of these. Select how many customers you have, add your business address, and then add your sender information. So this is your name and email address. This will automatically be brought across to your email campaign. So if you want people to recognize where the emails are coming from, enter this information here. It's going to be very valuable. Now it'll ask you how you want to contact your customers, whether it's email, SMS, or email and SMS. Klaviyo does both very well, so let's select both. All right, guys, then jump to your email and verify Klaviyo. Great, so that's us now signed up. Your home page is going to look something like this. It'll initially ask you these things to set up your account. You can connect to your e-commerce platform. You can turn on website tracking here, so you can keep track of who's clicking through in your emails to your website and link it up. Let's skip this for now. You can import your contacts. So if you have a contact list, you can do this here. You can build your brand library. This is a great step to do for now because you can upload your logo, you can upload your website, and it'll integrate to your email campaign. So let's just go to this option. It'll bring you to this page, Images and Brand. It'll ask you to put your logo in. So let's upload our logo. You just come in here. You've got different options. You can upload from your computer. You can import URL, or you can select a dynamic image. I'm going to upload from my computer. There we go. And upload. And there we have our logo. Here we can change the colors, the accents, so we can bring it all into our brand guidelines if you have such a thing. I'll just show you the clicker here. You can write the Pantone number in here, which is really helpful. Let's just select the body. You can change the body of text, you can change the buttons, you can change your likes, and you can change your font. Let's just choose New York. Once you get that all sorted, let's move on. Header links. So here you can choose to have a header and all your emails. Let's just put title site and our email. Let's just put title site and our website. So that'll be included in all our brand emails. You can add another link if you want one or two or as many links as you want. Let's go to our socials. So we've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You'll see in this drop-down menu, there's more. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's YouTube. Let's just put our socials in there for now. So when we come to create an email, they'll automatically be there. Now, once we're done with that, we're going to look at our fonts. So let's save our changes. As you can see here, we can select a brand font. Let's just pick this Canet. You'll have a main font and you'll have a second font. So you can keep everything in your brand guidelines and everything will update. If you start an email campaign from scratch, all this information is going to be there when you start the campaign. So you're good to go. Let's add that as our font. And then we've got our brand guidelines set up. Let's go back to Get Started. Here you can invite your team. So if you want your team members to jump on your Klaviyo and be able to create with you, this is where to do it. That'll bring us to begin with SMS. This will want you to confirm your sending information, essentially where your SMSs are going to come from, and update your terms of service. So we can just click through these. Skip for now. Grow your audience. So grow your audience allows you to create a sign-up workflow. If you want people to sign up to your emails, this will create this for you, but that's for a different video. Create an email workflow, great. Skip that for now. And create an SMS workflow. This is the same thing. Let's just skip for now. Here we can also create a workflow to recover lost sales. This is if somebody abandoned your cart on your website, or if they abandon browsing, you can send them an email. You can create a workflow to send them an email to get them back to your website. It's a great thing, but not for now. Let's skip. Great, setup complete. Let's go to home. This here is your homepage for Klaviyo. This will give you things like data analytics, your business performance summary, your top performing flows, your recent campaigns. All your main information will be on this home site. Okay, so in this left-hand panel, you have home, campaigns, your flows, sign-up forms, your audience, your content, your analytics, and conversations where you can talk to people. I'm just going to show you some of the templates. We'll come back to this, but let's just have a flick through some of the email templates. You can see some of them are really nice. A lot of assets to work with here. That's going to create your email campaign and make it look great. Under campaigns here, you'll have all your previous campaigns. So it's a great tab to have. It collates all your data from all your campaigns and with one click of a button. Let's go to create campaign. And as you can see here, you've got email, set up SMS, and push notifications. You can select tags. You can set a date for it. This campaign name, let's change it. It's only you that's going to see it. It's not going to go to the customer via email, so you can call it whatever you want. Call it something that stands out to you. Great. And then on the bottom right corner, we'll click Create Campaign. Then it'll take you to this page, Campaign Information. So you've got your name, your tags. Let's select a tag. Tags are quite helpful if you're making loads of campaigns and you want to find things under a certain bracket. Let's just say this is money. Recipients. So this is the recipients tab. On the drop-down menu, you've got people that are engaged 30 days, 90 days, 60 days. So here you can choose who you want to target. You can choose not to target certain people, say somebody who hasn't engaged in 90 days. Let's just put that in. Let's put SMS subscribers in. You can skip recently emailed profiles, so you're not spamming people's emails. It's a great feature. It's very helpful. And you've got tracking. You can include tracking parameters here. So if you want to track more analytics via your email, select this option. Again, down at the bottom right-hand corner, let's hit Create. And then it'll take you to this page, campaign content. So you got your subject title, your preview test, and so on and so forth. Your subject title is one of the most important things about your email campaign. Now, Klaviyo's got this AI generate subtitle feature, which is great. It'll generate something that it thinks is good, eye-catching, and get your customers to click. So let's give this a go. Let's click Generate. Put in your product name. Let's say this is Go, and then a sentence or two about your product description. So I'm just going to put in here a cool new money generator. AI will then work to optimize a subject line for you. Let's see what it gives us. Let's hit Generate. So we've got 4 or 5 options here. They're all quite good. Let's select one. I like emojis. Let's put this. Here you can add more emojis, or you can look at the subject line assistant. This is going to give you information on whether your subject line is good or not, whether it's going to go to spam, or whether people are likely to click your email. Here's a couple of pointers here, very important. Keep your subject line short, X, Y, and Z. So preview text, if you don't put this in, essentially what people will see when they open your emails is the first line of the email itself. Let's put something in here so we can choose what they see. Our sender name's there, our email address is in there. Now you've got 3 options. You can drag and drop. You can create text-only emails if you want to be more personal, or you can code your own. For the purposes of this video, let's click drag and drop. Again, here we have our templates. So let's click through, see which one you like, and select one. You can have your saved templates in here if you've saved any in the past. And on the left-hand side here, you've got these filters, whether you want it to be 1 column, 2 column, if you want it to be for a specific holiday, Easter, winter, summer. These filters can make your process a little bit quicker if you're working from templates. So let's just click a couple of these, winter and summer. This one looks great. Let's click through here. So this will show you, once you click in, I'll show you an example of what it will look like on desktop and on mobile. So should anybody open the email on their mobile phone, or whether they're looking at a desktop, they're going to get 2 different results. So this is quite a handy feature. All right, so this is us starting here. On the left-hand side, we have these boxes to create things within the email. You've got a text box, image, split, button, header, image, social links. I'm going to start at the bottom here because I think social links are really important. Once we double click into these social link buttons, you'll have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram down the bottom. Again, you can add more if you want, your YouTube, whatever. Let's just put our information in here so it links up properly when people click the buttons. Here you can change the size of the icons, maybe small, medium, large. You can change the color if you want them with gray or white. You can change the alignment. You can put them left aligned, middle aligned, right aligned. You can change the spacing in between. So just make it look as good as you can. Have a little play about this. You can also have a background block color if you want it to look different from the rest of the email to stand out. Let's put a little red in there. Great. Now let's go up to our logo. As I had said earlier, if we're creating from scratch, when we get created those brand assets, it would automatically update, but it's not. So double click in here. And because we uploaded our logo earlier, we can just double click through. It's here. You can put alternative text here if you want. Let's just put the brand name, and you can put a link address. So when somebody clicks the logo, it takes you to whatever HTML or website that you like. You can change the spacing, the padding, the max width, so you can get it looking exactly how you want. You can change how it looks on mobile compared to desktop. So let's go to our mobile view up the top here and mess around with that a little bit. As you can see, you can change where it sits on mobile. You can take it away on mobile if it looks too messy. For now, let's just choose one. All right, let's move on to creating our link buttons. These are pre-populated in this template. If not, you can add it from the content selection area in the home page. So let's click in a shop. We'll write shop now. We'll put a link address. You can change the background here. You can put a drop shadow on. You can change the color of the drop shadow. Again, you can choose whether you want it to show on desktop or mobile or both desktop and mobile. So these are very handy little quick buttons for people to link direct to your website. I like having them at the top of my email campaign because people are more likely to see them and click if they're regular customers to your brand. Okay, link 2, link 3, link 4, just go through the same things. You can add images here. So let's add an image to this banner. Okay, as you can see here, you can upload image, you can import from a URL, you can use a dynamic image, but for us, let's upload one from our computer. And as you can see, this just adds to the bottom of our banner in this box. That's what it looks like on mobile. This is what it looks like on desktop. It's a little off. So let's change a couple of the parameters. Let's change the background, the max width. You can put a link into this as well, but it doesn't look quite right. So let's just remove it for now. You can also add another link here. Let's do that. So if you click add link, you can put, this could be a text link. So let's just put check it out. We'll put our link address in here. Again, you can change the background, the drop shadow. You can put a colored background so this acts as so it stands out a little bit more. Let's just play around with that a little. Again, you can choose whether it shows on desktop, mobile, or both. Let's have a look how it looks in mobile. Great, and now back to desktop. I prefer working from desktop as a main and then reworking mobile afterwards. Great, let's move on to this main section here. So if we just double click in here, $300. This box is going to give us some options to change the text, change the background, add an image, the same as before. So let's just change some of the text. We get options to make the text bold, italic, change the font, underline it, realign it. You can add personalization here with this drop-down menu. You can put your IDs in here. If you come to this menu, you can put things like F name, which will use the email recipient's first name should you have it in your database. It's always a bit of a risk. Sometimes it doesn't update if you haven't got the name and it shows as F name on the customer's email. So I tend to avoid it where I can, but it's nice to have the personalization. So let's move on. All right, let's take a look at this image. So we double click on the image. You can realign this so it looks better. So the framing is a little bit better. You can swap it out with your own image should you want to. Again, you can change the screen color so it stands out and amongst the email. You can choose this, whatever you want. Again, you can add borders. You can change the columns left to right, right to left. This is going to look different on mobile as it is to desktop, so make sure you check both. Cool, so there's a couple of clickable buttons here. You got book now and forward to a friend, so let's click into these, change them up a little bit, put a little bit of color in them, add the URL that you want it to lead to. And once we're happy with that, we can move on to the next stage. Let's change up some of this text here. Once you double click into the text boxes, you'll get all these options to change the font, the color, the same thing. So let's edit this text, and you can put whatever you want in here, whatever's going to engage your customers the most. You can add personalization here again. So if you want to have first name, last name, whatever, great. So that's fine for that. Let's click done. Got these images that we're happy with. Got these buttons that we're happy with. Now in the footer, it's always best to keep the unsubscribe button. Sometimes with Klaviyo, if you try and send out an email without the unsubscribe button, it's not going to work. So we can take all this information away if we want, but we need to keep the unsubscribe button. Cool. I'll show you how to add extra things. As I say, we've got text, image, split. Let's put a product box in here. Now, if you upload links to products, images of your product, links to your product, you can use this box to just quickly drop them in, pre-populated. It's a great feature. Let's take it off for now. I haven't got any products. And let's add a table. Tables allow you to have 2 different sections or 4 different sections, whatever works. You can put whatever you like in there, images, text, whatever you need. Over to the right-hand side here, you have styles. Now, you may want to start here. I like to do this as a finishing touch because I like to see where everything else is sitting. This is the background of your email. This is the overall style of your email. So you can change the color, you can change positioning, same sort of thing. Just mess around with it. You can add an image. Let's do that. Not quite like the way that looks. It's blown out, but it adds a nice effect, a nice background. Again, it's going to look different on desktop as it is to mobile. You can change the size of this image. You can make it fit in different ways. Let's just take it off for now and change the color background. You can change the width of your background. You can change how the text in the middle sits, so you can have a bigger frame or not. You can change the letter spacing of your whole email. You can change the line spacing, the text alignment. These are all great little customizations to put a little bit of finesse into your emails. You can change the color of your links. Great. So that's us talk through the features a little bit. Great. So let's take a look at columns. So let's pop a column in here. You just drag and drop across. Let's pick 4 columns. Let's pick 4 columns. If you want to have 4 different sections under one bit, then you can go crazy with this. You can add images again. You can put different text in here. The columns are a nice feature if you want to have different bits all in equal weight. Let's cut it down to 2. You just hit these little bins to delete each column. So another important feature here, for each box that you drop in, if you come over to the left-hand side, you'll see these 3 little icons that will allow you to duplicate. You can favorite, or you can delete at the click of a button. So you can delete a whole row at the click of a button. But if you realize that you've made a mistake, you didn't want to delete it, or you want to re-enter information, what Klaviyo does really well is it has this undo button at the top left-hand corner. So you can just come up here, click undo as many times as you want, and your information's back. So let's just take a little look through our email here. So you can also put spacers in here if you want to have more space in between 2 boxes. You can make this as big or as small as you want. You can change the color of it. Again, you can change it for desktop, mobile. Great. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Our email looks like in mobile. It's a little crazy. It's a little loud, but for the purposes of this video, it's great. If you come up to the right-hand corner, you can choose to save this as template. If you want to come back and use the same email template, this is a great option. Now we want to preview it, see what this is going to look like to people who are getting it. So the preview will show you desktop and mobile again, and it'll also show you this crucial information of how much data is in your email. You don't want to have a too data-heavy email because it's going to take up space in people's inbox. It's going to be flagged by spam. So that's how it looks on desktop. That's how it looks like on mobile. If we're happy with that, we can go ahead and hit send test. This will ask you where you want to send your test. I always just send it to myself, but you can send it to your manager, whoever you want. Just put the email address in here, hit send. Okay, and we're done with that. you'll receive a test email. Have a look at it on your emails, because it's the only real way that you're going to get a real idea of how it's going to look in your customers' emails. Or you can go back into our campaign, and we want to send this out now. We're happy with it. This will give you a rundown of what you already know, your subject line, your preview text. You can create an A/B test here, so you can choose to send it out at different times. Up here in the right-hand drop-down menu, you can choose to preview your email again. You can change the template. You can edit in plain text. If that's the sort of thing you want to do, you can go ahead and do it. But for now, we're happy. So we come down to the right-hand corner, and we're going to hit Send Email. It's going to ask us if we're ready to send, if we've got a recipient, if we want smart sending. We've got a subject line, from and replies, who can reply to these things, content. And it'll also show you any possible issues that there might be with your email content. If you want to jump into edit, you can have your unsubscribe link. It tells you about tracking. Cool. We're happy. So let's hit schedule and send. I'll give you these options. You can schedule it to send at a certain time. You can send it in different batches, so people get it at different times of the day, depending on what parameters you have. So let's just choose that we want to start this on October 3rd at 5:30 U.S. time, and we'll choose 20% recipients per hour. So 20% of our contacts will get it throughout the day. Let's go and just send it now. So we'll click Send Now and Send. That'll take you back to your campaign manager page. It says your campaign is waiting to go. Let's return to campaigns. And there it is. It's scheduled to go. We're happy with this. Once it's been sent out, all the information and analytics that you need are going to be on this page, so you can check it out. You can test your A/Bs. You can get all the information you need. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, thanks again, guys.